Well, hey guys, so Dipanshu this side, and I hope that I am audible to all of you. And I would just like to know in the chat section that whether I am audible or not, so that we can, actually just connect and can figure out what's going on from all of your side. So this is the first time that we have been actually, you know, going live and figuring out like what all are the things which we can actually learn through these kind of and things, right? So let's do one thing that without wasting any of the time, we can actually further just proceed further with the kind of an amazing topic which we are going to discover today. An amazing topic which is regarding Admob scamming, how these scammings were all working, and what was the complete scenario of all these kind of things which were working since so long. Okay, so we will be figuring out each and everything. So let's see that how it goes, and I hope that you all will be actually loving the content which we will be actually providing it to you. Okay, so well, without any delay, let's proceed further how everything is going on. Okay, just give me a second, let me just set up each and everything so that we can just figure it out everything. Yeah, great. So now, before proceeding further, I need to make you understand about the topics which we are going to cover today. An amazing list of topics which is yet very important for all of us to understand, right? And to all of us that we can actually just figure out about the AdMob scamming and all. Okay, so now let's understand what it is all about. Let me just open a notepad, and I will be starting from the very basics. Okay, from very basics, that how these scammings were actually working. So when it comes to AdMob scamming, I need to make you understand first of all what scamming was all about and how I became the part of that scamming racket, and how we figured out each and everything so easily that we even made the racket shut down within few moments, within few months, within few years. It takes time, but it will give you those fruitful results which are amazing to discover. Okay, so we will be actually understanding that how these scammings were actually working on. So what happens usually is that's usually let me just figure out. I hope that I'm completely audible now. Yeah, so we will be understanding scamming AdMob. Agreed. So what these AdMobs are all about? AdMob is something which is a kind of an revenue generation technique. Okay, which is from Google, and which pays the user for showing ads on their applications. Okay, so this is the kind of an major things which I just wanted to let you know. This is something which AdMob do. Agreed. So AdMob is a kind of an just authority of a Google, and we usually know it with the name of Google AdSense or Google AdMob services. And what it actually happens is that these kind of an amazing platforms such as AdMob or AdSense, they pay you if you are an owner of any kind of an website, or if you own a application which is available on Google Play Store or not even available on Google Play Store. But if it is a kind of an application, then they pay you to show different kind of an advertisements on your own application in one way or another. Okay, so now let us understand that how this AdMob thing is working, and what was a kind of an amazing scamming technique which let me generated, honestly speaking, more than 30,000 within few hours. I just showed it to you that how I was just earning it in months, but within few hours 30,000 wasn't a great deal for me. But it is a story of around 3 years back when I was just 14 or 13, right? And it's almost like we just returned back all the money, we just getting it, we are just refunding that. I wanted to be a part of such a racket because I wanted to tackle down these kind of things. And if you want to be a real ethical hacker, there is a need to understand how hacking is working on back end. And that's why there is a need that I just completely understood about black hat hacking. And that's why I put myself into more of a black hat hacking, just to understand the techniques, that how I can be a wonderful white hat hacker and can shut down all the black hat activities which are going on. Okay. So let's do one thing then. Just give me a second, guys. Okay, so let's proceed further. What we will be actually doing, I just opened up my Google, okay, and let me just go back to my notepad. And now, scamming ad bomb. Now, what was the scamming technique? How I actually was making out the money? What was the main scenario? How these scammers are making money? Okay, we need to understand that. And what this main technique is all about, scammers create applications which is having nothing except advertisements. Okay, and well, it sounds like that you need to code something or you need to do something very unique or so, right? At that point of time, in the time when these scammings were actually rising up, there was an amazing platform known as Thunkable. Okay, well, now Thunkable has finally stopped because of their a kind of an such kind of an activities because of which Thunkable was actually involved in. And Thunkable has been now hired up by Apps Geezer and some kind of a major authorities now. Okay, so fast apps, no coding, such things like that. So well, this particular website is no longer working, but in my case at that point of time it was working and everything was working absolutely fine. Okay, so now let us go further that how Thunkable was responsible for creating such kind of an applications which can make us aware about the advertisements. Well, there is two to three different things which you need to understand first. That first thing is AdSense, Google AdSense. Okay, Google AdSense is something you can just see over there, a program run by Google through which website publishers in the Google network of content sites serve text and they also get paid. Just have a look over this, just read over this. What happens is if I am a person who is owning dipanshuparashar.com, then I can actually publish my website under Google AdSense and Google will be paying me just to show advertisements on my own website. Okay, and similarly if I am having an application which is available on Google Play Store, which is not even available on Google Play Store, which can be just downloaded from anywhere. Okay, that is also even possible. So we can actually create a Google AdSense account and then we will be creating a Google Admob account. I will be not showing you definitely because that is something really a black hat hacking part. I don't want to make you guys aware about that as well. I'm just giving you a quick, very detailed guideline that how these scammers doing the scamming and how we just uh, let it shut down in one way or another. Okay. Now again, it's time to get back to the notepad. Thunkable. Guys, apps can be created, okay, or it can be pre-built. I am not really good in creating out apps with the means of coding, and that's why I created a template. Okay, I only did the coding once. Okay, once coding will be giving a preset application. And what happens is when you are actually having this preset application na, this kind of an application, what this preset application, let me just make you guys aware what is a normal extension of the application. I will be happy if you can just put it in the chat. Okay, what is a normal extension of an application? .apk, right? Now what is the extension of preset application? This preset application is nothing, I'm just putting it with my own name, like just to make you guys aware. This is the kind of an pre-built application or a kind of a raw format application. The extension of this is .aia. Okay, let's also just figure out what this .aia. Okay, so okay, well, .aia file, full form, though I am aware of this, Adobe Illustrator action file. Well, I hope that you guys are aware of this, right? What is the difference between an .ai and .apk file? Just read over this as well. My motive is to make you guys aware about the things, right? It's up to you how you will be using that. APK file will allow you to download whatever content is contained. You will not be able to manipulate the programming behind it. Okay. AIA files will allow you to manipulate the program as well as download the needed content. Why this is required to understand? Okay, now let us move to Admob. and I will be creating an Admob account. Now guys, what happens is, what how this scamming is will be actually working. Whenever you create a Admob account now, Admob service will give you codes. Okay, it will be actually giving you codes. What these codes are all about, you need to implement these codes in your application. Okay, and what happens is, when you will be actually implementing this in your application, whatever the services, like your AIA file will be actually getting converted into a AdMob file. Whatsoever the applications from your AdMob services will be, they will be directly getting reflected on your AIA file. Okay, and what this Thunkable was actually doing, okay, what this Thunkable was actually responsible for at that point of time, there must be a lot of services right now also. I am not aware about that because I have left this AdMob scamming and all, or learning about these kind of rackets, like especially the Admob ones. We have upgraded since the cyber agents have just came across, right? But in case of Admob services, Thunkable was accepting the AIA files. Okay, and when it is accepting the AIA files, get we can paste our Admob codes in that. Okay, now what happens is, an application file is getting created, and let me just brief you, this complete procedure takes 15 minutes, only 15 minutes. I am not I can't actually just show it to you because the point is that the Thunkable is not working right now, not only in my case but in each of everyone's case. But there are alternatives of Thunkable as well. Okay, let me check that if we can actually figure out something more exciting over there. Along with you, we can also research up a bit, right? So dot aia files and changer dot aia files changer, let's see how to edit an AIA file app project. Okay, you can actually see these kind of an YouTube videos or convert APK to AIA. You definitely not need to go to such kind of an things, right? Yeah, sharing and packaging apps. Sharing and packaging apps. Just see this thunkable.com. Okay, now how these things were actually working on in such kind of an scenario. What happens is, there is also one, I don't remember the name, it's possibly a Kaidor or something like that. uh, I honestly don't remember of the name, but possibly like we can actually get to know more about that. No need to worry at all. I will be even doing up a kind of, and will be sharing it in my Instagram channel, right? On my Instagram, that what was the name, and using that application itself, we have just created the CyberArens application as well. Okay, what happens in Thunkable is, there is a complete drag and drop. You guys are aware, it is a kind of, in Thunkable is a kind of an WordPress for developers. Within seconds you can create your own app. Okay, this is how it will be working. And what happens is, when I have created an app using Thunkable and I have implemented my Google Admob codes, okay, I can just download that application in my Android phone, which can be even from Android version 6 to Android version 10, any of them. Okay, and once I have just downloaded that, there will be a complete set of Cordular. Yeah, so the application name is Cordular. Varun has reminded me. Varun is the person who is the mind behind the cyber agents app, right? Okay, so Varun bhai, can you just let us know within the chat section itself, that can we actually like, is Cordular accepting the .aia files or not? Till the time being Varun is actually telling us in the chat sections, we can just proceed further. Okay, so let us see further. So Google Admob. Now guys, what happens is, whenever you create a Google Admob account now, it also requires you to create a Google AdSense account. So you can just create a Google AdSense account. That's really easy. Okay, and just after that you can create your Google Admob account. So this is how it is actually working on. And once you have created your Google Admob account, you can simply get your application downloaded in your phone. So as Varun have already told us, that Cordular is also accepting our .aia files. Okay, well, I actually need to create an account and so on, but you guys can actually do that. Now what I will be doing, I will be providing you the .aia file as well, which I created in my time. okay, which I actually created in my time. Okay, let me just show it to you how it is actually all about. So hack, and then let me just go to softwares hack possibly. uh, great.aia, group app.aia. So this was a kind of an application which I just wanted to show it to you. Okay, so I will be uploading this particular application, and which will be actually available to you in the description, or I will be just uploading the link at my Instagram as well. So you can just download this .aia file. Then just after opening Cordular, okay, Cordular, and then you can just create your account and you will be uploading your AIA file in that. And then as soon as you will be uploading a AIA file and you will be creating a Google Admob account, the codes which will be provided to you in Google Admob, you will be just directly pasting them in your Cordular dashboard. Okay, there is an option of showing the advertisements in the Cordular platform as well. Okay, so this is how it will be working on. Now what is the another role, how the scamming was going on? Okay, now the major scamming which we guys were actually doing right now, the people, the like each and everyone in this world are running behind money, right? And what the tagline of all these scammers were, tagline, okay, that we will make you earn in dollars within 15 minutes. Well, that was true, that was really true. Okay, but the point is it is only applicable for 30 days, not even 30 days. In most of the cases it is 30 days, but now it has been also reduced to only 5 days, because the Google algorithm is more smarter enough. And you all are aware that Android is a property of Google, so whatever the application you have been installing in your Android, that can be directly viewed by Google, right? So well, this is how it is working on. So within 5 days your complete application will be shut down. Okay, this is how it is working. But yeah, so as Varun is already stating out that it is required to publish app on Play Store to view ads now. At that point of time, it was completely free. Like you can just download. Now what I was doing actually, I just downloaded, I just created my app, pasting the Admob account, pasting the Admob codes actually in the in the kind of an Cordular dashboard or thunkable dashboard, and I just created an .apk file. And you will not believe me guys, I will just keep on clicking those advertisements and I was generating revenue. Honestly, this was not a scam. Till now this was not a scam, but the scam was, which I also just got a part of, just to understand the just to understand the back end procedure of all these things. I started developing these apps. Okay, and do you know how much I generated by using those advertisement clicks, something like that? I just generated around 6,000 within a week. I remember, because it is directly getting shown to your Google AdSense account that it is your amount of money, right? So well, that was a kind of an hard and tough, right? That was a money that was not from the scam. The scam money, the scammers, what these scammers are doing? Okay, the scammers racket. What these people are doing? Created apps in 500 rupees. Okay, at that time. Okay, let me just even show it to you, a amazing thing in front of you right now. Possibly there would be possibly there should be pages which will be actually aware for me as well. Let me check over that, google.com and Admob Instagram accounts. Okay, and let me just make you guys aware about this Google Admob. Okay, so Google Admob, just have a look over there. Okay, that's amazing. Earn with Android ADV.app. Get your website monetized through us. Monetize any social media platform. All services under Admob and AdSense. Do you know how this particular person is actually generating out revenue? He's just selling this application. And this is a kind of an fake screenshots which we people like, which all these scammers have been generating since so long. Check your recent payment, paid successfully. This is a kind of a scam. The point is, none of the Google authority pay you in any of the form of Paytm or PayPal. Never. They only pay you either with your UPI, which is now needed, right? Otherwise they pay you with the bank accounts, directly money transfers, right? Or even money orders, but they never pay you in the form of Paytm or PayPal. Never. Right, so this people was doing a complete scam. Honestly, this was just a scam. And not only this, but there were a lot of accounts which was actually famous at that point of time. Admob applications, Admob earning app, Admob free earning, amazing list. Okay, yeah, see this one, this was my page at that point of time, which I just created. And just see this. I just wanted to understand the things. Honestly speaking, this was nothing, right? And possibly, like, I don't even remember what was the last date which we actually did such kind of things. Okay, so let me just close that. It's more than enough as of now. Well, now moving further, proceeding further. So now what happens, guys, is that earn your with your apps. So once you have just done that, now the point is, for created apps in 500 rupees, sold to 10 to 20 people daily. Okay, because this is something which people are actually getting attracted to. They are just seeing something that earn. Okay, just see this, we will make you earn in dollars within 15 minutes. That was a kind of a tagline which was playing with the psychology behind these victims of all these scammers. They were thinking that money is can be generated really easily. They were actually thinking about that, right? And none of the thing can make you generate revenue if it is of a black hat. Honestly, black hat actually works up to a certain level, but once you are caught, it would be a kind of an amazing degradation of your reputation in your society, honestly telling you. And my process of understanding the real hacking, I am not someone who is really well expert in bug bounties and so, because I have invested my time till now in analyzing the real live world investigations, how the real racket works, how the real ethical hacking works. And there is nothing known as ethical hacking, there is always an ethical hacker. You need to understand that. None of the hacking is ethical, none of the hacking. Even if it is a bug bounty, you have hacked into a website application even with their own permission, this is also kind of an hacking which can be considered into a black hat, right? So there is always an ethical hacker. The person who has just reported that to the particular authority, he is ethical, that's all, right? Now, when what happens is sold to 10 to 20 people daily, and this is how around 500 people, like suppose we just sold it to 10 people just in a day, the amount we generated, that was 5000 rupees. Okay, and then there is an amazing thing which all of you must be aware of. What does a scammer do with their victims? Blocking. Because they were aware that each and every victim will be reverting back within next 10 days. That bhai, my account is disabled now from Google Admob, ab main kya karu, and how I will be now again generating revenue and something like that. Okay, and then once the victim is blocked, now the point is victim will never do a police complaint. This is the most major psychology behind each and every scam. Most of the scams are not actually taking place with a very high amount, until unless it is a deduction from their bank accounts directly or OTP bypass. No, but most of the accounts, most of the account takeovers, most of the scams which are actually running on a very 500 to 1000 basis, people don't want themselves to involve in such kind of an police applications, because they understand that these kind of are, this is a really a vast topic, and we will be actually court ke chakkar lagane padenge, none of the police authority will be listening to us, how we will be actually taking care of each and everything whatsoever is happening to us, and 500 rupees is not a big amount, ab paise chale gaye to chale gaye. This is the mentality which made us earn 5000 into 30, that is almost like 5000 into 30, 15,000 and more than, yeah. So well, that was a net amount which these scammers were making just by this trick, Admob scamming. Well, I never earned this kind of money, definitely not, right? I'm a pure white hat ethical hacker. Whatsoever I found, I simply reported to the authorities. Okay, well, that was a kind of a case which I just wanted to explain you, and let me just do one thing, otherwise I will actually be forgetting about that as well. Files.fm. Well, what's happened? Files.fm. Hey Sagar, Sagar is there, Varun's there. There are 13 people watching us right now. Well, that's really low, but no issues at all. Great.aia. I just uploaded this file. Okay, and let me check what's going on. This is a file of just 7 KB, right? So you can just understand that, yeah, this is something people have been actually looking forward of. So great.aia, it will be actually taking up a bit time, I guess. Possibly, I don't know why. Yeah, okay, start file upload. So sorry, so sorry. Okay, so this is the link. Okay, what you can simply do is, uh let me just get over this, copy link address, and just putting it over the chat section so that you all can actually get to know it more better. I've just put it over my chat so that you can just get to know it more better, right? So grade.ai file you can just download directly by going through this file, and you need to go to Cordular, just create your account, update, try once, at least try once. Okay, once you will be trying, and not only Cordular, there would be possibly a lot of other applications which can actually give you a brief, which can actually give you an amazing interface through which you can just, by using drag and drop filter, you can actually get to know a lot more about these kind of things. Okay, so well, this is something which we guys have been actually working with. Okay, now there is an amazing thing which I need a request from all of you. Since we have covered an amazing scamming topic which possibly you guys are not aware of till now, because this is a scam which was actually done around 10 to, oh sorry, this actually started in 2012, 2012 2012 में start हुआ, and after that it was actually till now running, till now it is also running. Okay, so you can have a quick look over the Instagram, even Facebook groups, they all have been flooded with such kind of scams. Okay, well, there is one thing which I just need to make you aware, and can you just type down your reviews in the chat section, how you felt that this session was, like how you felt that, what kind of an amazing topic should I come across with from now on, so that we all can understand it in a more better and a more understanding way. Like how was your experience by understanding these things? And there is one more thing, if you haven't yet subscribed to this YouTube channel, we have just came to end of a topic which was something I have already provided you a direction to explore more about this kind of a scam. Now it's up to you how you will be doing that. Okay, so I hope that you will be actually trying to research. I want each and every one of you to be a good cybersecurity researcher, right? And whenever you are a cybersecurity researcher, you need to understand that there are tons of things which you are not yet aware of. I am not an expert, and I will never be an expert. The people who like they have been calling themselves as cybersecurity experts, there is nothing like experts. We all are cybersecurity practitioners. Okay, so well, I just wanted to understand that if you haven't yet subscribed, just go and hit that red button, convert it into gray, and let's see what happens. And there will be amazing stuff which we will be just coming up with, and this particular live will definitely be saved over the YouTube channel so that other audience can also have a look about what an amazing discussion we just had out. Okay, so well, I guess that it would be an amazing things. And well, let's take with that.